Hey Xander,
Hey, Elliot.
what the hell are we playing?
So, we're playing Lanterns of London. But that's not the question you're asking. The question you're asking is, what are we playing it in? And we are using a wonderful system from the 1990s and early 2000s called Cinematic Unisystem. That is one that we've heavily made some changes of our own to make it suit our play style and what we're using it for. And it was used for things like All Flesh Must Be Eaten, which was a big zombie RPG, Witchcraft, which was a occult horror RPG, and the Buffy the Vampire Slayer system back in around 2003, 2004.
Honestly, I really love it, even as someone who is very big into modern TTRPG design. Sometimes there's something to be said for nostalgia, but it's not just nostalgia for nostalgia's sake. It's got a pretty lightweight system. Um, but I think one of the great pleasures of it is just having enough ability to mix and match little qualities, attributes, skills to make a guy. Like I feel like that's an underrated pleasure is just build craft.
Absolutely. I love the fact that you can make any character that's just entirely your own. And similarly, from the GM, I can really easily mix and match bits to make custom monsters rather than having to go off something that's pre-written in a book. And on top of that, things like D&D are really good for telling a particular kind of story. Well, we wanted to tell a particular kind of story, so we made a system that, or rather heavily tweaked a system to be able to tell that story exactly how we wanted.
And not only that, but it's a story that is very much built on kind of cinematic language and thinking. So, Cinematic Unisystem, from the way that it's, kind of written and the way that it works with some of the stuff we're going to talk about, like it just feels like it's really set up to support episode by episode with a whole series arc.
It really is. And some of the mechanics really lean into that sort of heroism in the face of horror, which is something that I'm a big advocate of as a GM, is no horror without hope. And some other really prominent horror systems like Call of Cthulhu are a lot more about the attrition of one's sanity in the face of the horrors, where this one's more about hitting the horrors in the face with a lead pipe.
This is true.
But yes, we're going to get into part of the ways this system works in the upcoming videos. But we wanted to start out by sharing the reason we love this one, and then we're doing it the way we're doing it. So, see you next time, folks.
See you then.